In this video, we take a tour of Chess Retail POS, built for busy stores, and designed around the operators who will use it every day. Hello, and welcome. Today, I'll be introducing you to the Chess Retail Point of Sale application, walking you through its core functions, and showing you what a typical day at the counter looks like. Our software is Windows-based, and built for the real world. You can keep selling even if your server goes offline, or your internet drops. The interface has been shaped by genuine in-store experience, designed to process transactions quickly and accurately. Let's get started. This is the sign-in screen. Each operator has their own ID and password, which keeps transactions accountable, and lets the system track activity by operator. Enter your operator ID and password to begin. Once you're signed in, you'll land on the sales screen. This is where you'll spend most of your time. Items are added to the transaction here, and in most modern retail environments, that means scanning barcodes. Let's scan a few items now, to see how it works. Not everything has a barcode, and the POS handles that in a couple of ways. You'll notice up to 8 one-touch buttons on the sale screen. These can be configured for your most common non-barcoded items or services, letting you add them with a single tap. For a broader selection, the lookup list organizes items into groups, so operators can browse by category, or type part of the item description to filter the list quickly. It's a handy way to find something without needing to remember an exact code. You'll also notice that items can be set up to prompt for a quantity when added. This is useful in cases where it may not be immediately obvious how an item is sold, for example, whether it's priced individually or by weight. If, for example, an item's barcode is missing or damaged, you can search all active items by description. If a customer is buying several of the same item, there's a faster way than scanning each one individually. Enter the count on the keypad, touch the quantity button, then scan the item. It'll be added to the sale with the correct quantity in one step. Everyone makes the occasional error at the register, and removing an item is straightforward. Pressing the Delete Item button twice will remove the last item, useful when you've just added something by mistake and want a quick undo. If you need to remove a specific item from earlier in the transaction, press Delete Item once. You can then either touch the line in the grid to highlight it, or scan the item's barcode to locate it. Once it's highlighted, touch the Select button to remove it. Sometimes a customer isn't quite ready to complete their purchase. Perhaps they've left their card in the car, or need to grab one more item. Rather than canceling the sale and starting again, you can put it on hold using the Suspend function. Touching the Suspend button will print a barcode slip for the held transaction. When the customer returns, the sale can be picked up exactly where it left off, by any operator on any lane. To resume, touch the Suspend button when the sale screen is empty. This brings up the Resume transaction screen, where you can scan the barcode from the printed receipt, or select the transaction manually from the list and touch Resume. Once all items are in, touch the Payment button. Select the payment method, cash, POS, or another method your store accepts, and enter the amount tendered. For cash payments, you'll see fast cash buttons for amounts the customer may have at hand. Unlike some other systems, the fast cash buttons are not simply round amounts. The system calculates amounts likely to be offered for each transaction. The cash drawer opens, and the screen displays the change due. And that's a complete sale, start to finish. Now that you've seen a complete transaction, let's explore some of the other tools available to operators. Touch the Functions button in the bottom right corner to bring up the additional options. Last Receipt reprints the receipt for the most recently completed transaction, handy if a customer asks for a copy after the fact. Find Transaction goes a step further, letting you search for and reprint receipts from past transactions by ID, lane, date, or amount. Reset Devices is there if any of your peripherals, receipt printer, cash drawer, scanner, or scale, stop responding as expected. A quick reset usually brings them back without needing to call for help. The Override button allows a supervisor to authorize an action that the current operator doesn't have access to, such as approving a return, without requiring the operator to sign out first. Password lets operators update their own password directly from the POS, without needing to go through the back-office system. There are two cash management functions worth knowing about. Clearance is used when there's too much cash in the drawer and some needs to be removed. Amounts cleared this way are recorded and can be reconciled later against back-office reports. Balance allows the cash in the drawer to be counted at any time, for example, between operators or at end of day. You'll enter the count, not the dollar value, of each note, coin, and coin roll, and the system will calculate the total. By design, any variance is not shown to the operator at POS, it's reviewed by management through back-office reports or transaction journals. On the subject of cash drawers, while multiple operators can share a single drawer, we recommend assigning each operator their own where possible. It makes accountability cleaner and simplifies balancing between shifts. That covers the core of day-to-day POS, from signing in and processing sales, through to cash management, and the additional operator tools. Next time, we will take a look at how mobile devices are used on the shop floor. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.